Hi, I'm Juno. You don't look ready enough for Halloween, and truthfully, it's a little too late for me to do that much, but what I do have is this, a dried out, mostly sort of wax highlighter thingy, I don't even know, gel highlighter, whatever, so we'll try to salvage that with this. Now, come here, and let me just... Is it salvageable? Let me just keep trying. Okay. Hi, I'm Juno. I have some questions for you, and I promise I'm writing them down because these are important. How many bones do you have? Okay. What if a bloody knife was what your infrastructure? Okay. Do you have a heartbeat yet? How many eyeballs do I have that you know of? Can you see all of them, in fact? Okay. Are you sure about that? Okay. How much formaldehyde is in your system? Okay. Do you know what it is? You know what I'm talking about. Do you know what it is? Okay. Are your bones edible or are you strong? Do you let your bones be edible? How many of your bones are you willing to give up for the sake of joy and whimsy? How much of you is real? Alrighty, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Juno. I don't like your vibes. I'm going to take them. Damn, these suck. Sorry, I'm gonna maybe take your eyeballs while I'm here, too. I think it might be cool if I take your eyes. These sclera contacts are not the most comfortable. Yours might fit them better. Hi, I'm Juno. Stick. I smuggled this from another country. Hi, I'm Juno. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie. I'm going to give you 3 statements, 2 of which are true and 1 is a lie. And I need you to tell me which is which. Number 1. I once went to New York, and while I was walking across a crosswalk, a pigeon pooped on my head, and I cried about it in front of several people because I was so embarrassed and disgusted. Statement 2. I have an unfinished bird skull fursuit head. And statement 3. When I was in 6th grade and I had hair longer than this wig, I dyed my hair dark blue. It never came out, and when returning to school, I had to dye my hair blonde. which left me with brassy blonde hair for about a quarter of the year. And my parents only took me to get my hair redone because they hated how it looked so much. So, let me know, which one do you think is the lie and which are the truths? Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Juno. Which trigger do we like more, the foam or mic brushing? Let me know. First, foam. Now, mic brushing with. Alright, let me know. Hi, I'm Juno. I'm here to test your eyes. So please, close your eyes. It's for the best. I'm going to shine a light over your eyes. And I need you to tell me when you see it. Okay? Good. Okay. 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 Can you tell me how many times that was? Okay. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to do the same test again, but I need you to tell me if the light is going up or down. Okay? Good. Up or down? Okay. 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 You've done well enough. I'll see you again another time. Good night now. Go to bed. Hi. I'm Juno. Let's do some Apollo questions. What's this made of? What's this made of? What's this made of? What's this made of? That's right, wood. Good job. Let's see. What color? What color? What color? Pink. Good job. Good job. What's this made of? What's this made of? What's this made of? Plastic. Good job. Good job. What am I doing? What am I doing? That's right. Hat. You've done such a good job. You've earned a pistachio. 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 Good job. Hey, I'm Juno. And you know, I got a little bit I gotta do, so just stay still as I shoo. And over here, just shoo. And almost done, just over here, and shoo. There you go, you did such a good job. The changes will start immediately. Come back when you see them. Hi, I'm Juno. This video is for Gem. You know who you are.
And now, it's time to get you poked like you did to me.
Because you poked me with your pen today. Multiple times. Did you know
That my microphone
is sat on top of a
box that has
a dead moth in it?
no. It's one I plan to make a
display
for, and it's gonna be really cool.
It is a
Dursa Sphinx moth.
Tursa Sphinx moth. That's what it is.
And you know what?
You don't get to see my moth.
You don't get to see my moth.
Because you poked me with your pen.
But I will say,
Thank you for drawing swords
on my hand,
I really hope that they don't stay there forever.
because I cannot commit to a tattoo,
But
with the amount that I draw on my hands,
I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
it ought to be fine or else. Or else.
You better watch out. You better watch out because I'm gonna poke you.
Did you hear me? I'm going to poke you.
I don't think you've been poked enough.
I don't think you've been poked enough.
Now, for anyone curious,
This video was upon special request.
an in-person.
Special request.
So,
Here's your video. I hope it's good. I'm so tired.
hi, I'm Juno. Phone. What do you think? I think. And a little. And a little. Alright, that's it. Bye bye. Have a good night. Hi, I'm Juno, and I have an empty Hello Kitty boba cup. An empty Hello Kitty boba cup. And I think that it sounds quite nice. So let me know. Do you agree? I apologize if I hit the mic with my finger. I'm trying not to. But I'm not the biggest boba fan. But I love milk tea, so you kinda can't always get one without the other. At least not where I am. But I hope that you like this trigger. So turn off the lights and go to bed. Good night. Hi, I'm Juno, and based on these 3 cosplay triggers, can you guess what my favorite game is? Even better if you can guess my favorite character. Let's start with this one. Okay, let's see. Here's the next one. Okay, on to the next one. Last one. I lied. It's not the last one. There's a bonus. These have been in a drawer for a little while, so they look a little rough. They look a little rough. I made these myself, if it's not painfully obvious. That's the last one. Bye. That's it. Can you guess my favorite game and character? Hi, I'm Juno, and this is one trigger that I love. Now, I love a good clicking sound, but what I love more than that is a repetitive or almost rhythmic sound that repeats itself throughout a video and stays consistent. Now, I'm using a clicker for this one, but the video that introduced me to this trigger was one that I think came out 2 years ago, but don't quote me on that. My sense of time is not very good, so you can't always trust me with the time, but it was a video by Zinnia or Zineas ASMR. If she has a TikTok, I will tag her below. But she did a video that had a trigger where she would and go throughout the video at various intervals, not nearly as often as I am doing the clicker, not nearly as often as that, but she would switch it up between the and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 throughout the entire video. That video still to this day puts me right to sleep. And as an ASMR artist, it may be quite ironic to know that ASMR does not often put me to sleep. It used to, but now that I've started doing it, it kind of stopped. But that video is amazing. If I can remember what it is called, I will probably bring it up in another video, because I love any opportunity to get to talk about this video, which is surprising because I have yet to talk about it, but it is one of my favorites. I love you all, and I hope you're having a good day. Good night. Hi, I'm Juno, and I think it's been a bit since I've stapled you, so I need you to just come right here, and stand perfectly, or sit down, sit still, just so I can get over here and just I think I can do some more on the other side, just some yeah, but I think I can do some more. Some more. Just a little bit more. Just some more. Like that. So just come over here, let me get your nose and just maybe I can do some decorations on the bridge of your nose, so just hold still, hold still. Good. No, you don't need to complain. Here, come over here so I can get your lips. Just staple. So you can stop telling me how much it hurts. Of course it does, that's how it is. No. Let's see, maybe I can give you some cool cheek ones, like cheek piercings. So just sit so still. And so still. Okay, now, last but not least, let's get your eyes. So close your eyes, close them. And just, and all done. You have a good day. Try not to bump into any walls getting out of here. Good night. Hi, I'm Juno, and I'm manifesting for you that you are allowed to be glittery and whimsical and hot and peculiar and weird and weirder and keep getting weirder. Tap yes to affirm. And you are going to be even more whimsical and magical and absolutely stunning than anyone could have ever expected. So keep being whimsical and magical and even more magical and sparkly and glittery and weird and strange and ever so amazing. And above all else, be kind. You've got this. I love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I don't like your bad vibes. Let's take them out. You've only got a few more left, it'll be fine.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I'm going to test out a bit of a new trigger. And I'm going to use this scrunchie that I don't use because I don't have hair long enough for scrunchie usage. But I was going to try and use it with this mic just to see if my mic is as sensitive as it sounds when I have headphones plugged into it. So let's see if I can just start to to scrunch, 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 the mic, the mic, scratch, scrunching the mic. And now, let's just take the scrunchie off of the mic. You've been descrunched. No more scrunch. You've been descrunched. The scrunched has been taken. I've unscrunched, scrunched you. So, let me know how you like it. I hope you're having a good day. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Juno, and I want to run a little test. So, I'm going to show you a few colors, and I need you to correctly tell me what color these are, and if you do, you get a click. You get a click. No, it's not like a dog. I'm not Pavloving you, I promise. So, let's start off with an easy one. Can you tell me what color this is? What color is the color? What color? It's black. Good job. You got a click. Now, let's see. Which one should I choose next? Which one should I choose next? Let's see. Let's choose this one. Okay, let me see. Which is this one? What color is this? What color is that? Pink. Let's try again. Get a little bit more specific. Just a little bit more specific. What color is that? Light pink. Good job. It's light pink. Now, I need you to get them right on the first try these next few times, because otherwise you're not going to get a click, and that's not a good idea. So, let's give you another easier one. What color is this? What color is this? Pink? No, you're wrong. You don't get a click. This is fluorescent pink. You need to get them right, okay? Let's do another one. These should really be easy. I mean, look, there's only 4 left. They should be easy, okay? Let's try this one. What color is that? What color is that? What color is that? Dark pink? We may need to move you to like a lower level after this, because you're not getting these very good. This is fuchsia, okay? You don't get a click. Now let's see. 3 more left. Okay, let's see. What color is this? What color is this? I'm gonna give you another try on that one, okay? What color is this? What color is this? Pink. Okay, it's shock pink, actually. You're really not doing too well at this. 3 wrong in a row. You've only gotten 2 right. Let's see. What color is this? You only get 1 chance on one. What color is this? Pink. Of course, you're going to say pink. I bet you're going to say pink for the next one too, right? Pink. No, it's cerise. Okay. I don't even think you're going to get any more clicks after this. Okay. Last one. What color? What color is this? You didn't say pink, but you still got it wrong. It's not gray. It's cool gray number 7, okay? Can you see that? It's cool gray number 7. I can't believe you could get any of these other than this one and this one right. And I practically let you get this one. You've only really gotten 1 right. I can't believe this. You need to go into the next level, okay? Or lower level. Goodbye. Just get out. Hi, I'm Juno. And let's do some triggers that I hate. First up, I'm going to grab my mic so you can see this one. I have long since hated mic brushing. I just never really liked this one. I think it's kind of satisfying to do, but I do overall just not like doing the trigger. I don't like the trigger, sorry. And I think doing it is a little bit weird for me because I'm always worried it's going to be extra loud because I can't hear it. My microphone won't record sound if I've got headphones in to listen to the live feed audio. But mic brushing has never been a favorite of mine. Now, I'll sit you, or no, let's keep you up here. I've never particularly liked mic scratching as well. I get a little weirded out when people got their hands all on the microphone. Like, why are you touching me? Why do you got your hands all up in my ears? And while I don't have a mic cover, so this might sound utterly horrendous, just the I've never particularly liked it. And I guess that what might be a better alternative for me, which I also don't really like, is just lightly tapping the mic. I really hope that's not too loud, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Now, let's set you down very gently so that it hopefully doesn't make a lot of noise. And the last one is brushing hair. I just don't like the sound. I don't like the sound. I don't like doing this trigger either. Because I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of doing that with my thumbs. It's just kind of icky for me. But anyways, those are my triggers that I hate. Let me know, are these triggers any of your favorites? Hi, I'm Juno, and I need you to close your eyes. Okay, so keep them closed. Now, I'm going to run a light over your eyes, and let me know when you see it, okay? 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 Okay. Okay. Now can you tell me if the light is coming from the top or bottom? Okay. Top or bottom? Okay. 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 And it's okay if you couldn't answer those. Thank you so much. Have a good day and good night. Hi. I'm Juno. And since my trilling or Geiger counter noise seems to be a very popular trigger of mine, I thought I'd show you some of the other fonts of it, because this sound, I do it a lot just for funsies, and I make it sound a few different ways, although it can be a little bit difficult, so I apologize if I'm like stuttering with it in this video. But for those of you who are new and don't know this sound, it is a sound that I'm making in the back of my throat, because I'm able to vibrate something in the back of my throat, and thus I can do clicking sounds. Now, the way I started doing this noise was through doing which is a lot less comfortable, because instead of just vibrating it, it's like going back and forth, 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 back and and that's not as comfortable. There's also a lot less control with it. But one of my favorite ways to do it is to make a So, we'll do it to make, like, pigeon sounds almost. And that is when I do that same vibrating in the back of my throat. But I add a little bit of, like, sound to it, so I'd make a ooh sound in the back of it. It's going to be a little bit louder than the other ones, but I've tried to make it quieter, so it's better for ASMR. I don't think it's one I'll really use much unless I'm actively trying to sound like a pigeon. But I love pigeons, so maybe, but it is a sound. I think it sounds very interesting. It is probably the easiest of the noises to do, because with the plain clicking, I'm just exhaling and just I never know what visual triggers to do with these, so forgive me. I'm just kind of making stuff up on the spot. But I'll do and that is just doing the noise straight out. The purring sound is trying to make it more airy, so I'll kind of do, I guess, that's always how I viewed it in my head, just I'm blowing it like through my teeth, mainly through my retainer, I think, but when you've got a wire glued to the back of your teeth, might as well try and use it right. Truthfully, I have no idea how I do it when I don't know which part of my mouth is mostly responsible for that, but I think it's a mix of things. I think it's just I'm making the space a lot slimmer, so it's going to have that kind of sound to it, And now I feel like there's more ways I've done this, but those are the only ones I can come up with right now. So I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if there's a specific one that you like more, and I'll see about doing some more of that one. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and if you get them right, you get a click. And you need to answer them simply. So, what color is this? What color is this? What color is this? That's right, purple. Now. What color is this? What color is this? That's right, yellow. Now, what color is this? What color is this? That's right, green. What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? That's right, blue. You get a click. And what color is this one? What color is this one? That's right, it's yellow. Again. And now, last one. What color? What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? That's my favorite color. It's pink. You get a click. You did such a good job. Good job. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I think it's been a bit too long since I've done this trigger. So, let's bring back my most controversial and somewhere between hated and loved trigger, which is, as you can already guess, voice bouncing, which I think I can call this one controversial. I've had too many people tell me I should for this trigger, so I'm always a little scared making a video of it, so let's hope maybe this trigger sounds just a little bit better with the microphone. And if it doesn't, oh well, I guess. I'm trying to do it quieter or less, like, aggressive. I don't know the word for it, because I've looked back on some of my older videos, and I think some people did have a point saying it just wasn't very ASMR-y, because in some of the first videos I did with this trigger, I was just talking, like normal volume, talking at the camera. Plus my phone microphone was not all that good. And now I have this one. And in case any of you were ever wondering, I always liked this voice and this trigger personally, because I think it sounds like the voices from Fate, the Unholy Trilogy, if I do it loudly, which I'm not going to do because it's 1 late at night, and 2 it's an ASMR trigger. I don't think it needs to be loud.
I do this voice. I say a lot.
Only for a few certain words.
I do fear I've been saying yeah
Just yeah.
at my brother in this voice a lot.
I think he's amused by it.
But if not,
I'm the older sibling.
I get to be annoying.
It's kind of my job. But
I think this trigger is a little fun.
I try not to do it often so that,
I don't strain my voice
and I already strained my voice.
enough when I'm singing in the car. I am very loud whenever I do that.
I do scream in my car. But to be fair, I listen to a decent amount of metal. And if not metal,
Songs that I can somehow, someway find a way to scream to.
so I apologize, I'm like a little weirded out.
Because my contact is sideways and it keeps moving.
For anyone wondering, no.
I can't see out of these at all.
Or like a little bit, I can see a little bit, just enough where I can film.
But, like my peripheral vision, it's horrible.
It's awful, it's awful. You know, I never know.
What to like actually say in these videos.
Because
Half the time doing the aggressive speech is just
yapping.
being a little silly.
So
Hopefully, me doing that is enough. Because I've yet to figure out what to do with it.
I was originally going to make a series of videos
My long form videos, that is,
with a character
named Church.
because I wanted to name her Chapel.
But then Chapel Roan, and I didn't want to copy Chapel Roan.
I would feel bad. But her name is Church.
And the one time I made a video of her
I did it entirely.
in aggressive speech. And my voice was very tired because it was like a 30-minute video.
So, would not recommend doing that for 30 minutes straight.
My voice was very tired and sore. My throat was a little sore.
But also that could have been because I was not hydrating. I was very dehydrated. Hydrate. It's very important that you go.
Hydrate.
Very, very important. Don't be like me.
I say that when I am like, I drink so much water.
I greatly enjoy some water.
I know that at this point I'm really just yapping, so I guess
If anyone just wants to fall asleep to me yapping,
this is the video for that. So, I don't really know what else.
I'm supposed to do in these other than just chatter.
And awkwardly switch between looking at my microphone, the camera, and my mirror. Because
I, for whatever reason, feel awkward holding eye contact with myself for a long time.
especially when my contact is not in the right position. Oh my god.
I am very tempted to stick my finger in there and fix it.
But I don't want anyone to have to watch me stick my finger in my eyeball. That would be weird.
So, I'm going to leave this video here.
Before I start coughing because I need water.
So,
Have a good night.
please take care of yourself.
I love you all so much. Night.
Hi, I'm Juno. And since I'm using this jacket for a video tonight, I thought I would try and do some ASMR with it. Now, this jacket is very clinky, I guess, as you can tell, but it is a leather jacket that has these belts across it, and I can also close that one to have it look a little bit like a collar or choker. It is from Alexander McQueen, and I think it is probably my favorite piece I have in my closet. It is the coolest thing ever to me. Whenever it becomes winter and it's colder outside. I think people are going to start getting sick of me wearing this, but I love this jacket with every bit of my heart. And so, I'm hoping that I can wear it a lot, and I'm hoping that I can style it better with my new hair, which is a little darker than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I still think it looks pretty cool, but I'm not sure. Is this my color? Is dark purple my color? I think I rocked the pink better, but I still like the dark purple. I still really like the dark purple. So that's very cool. I hope you are all having a good night. Please get some rest. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm a changeling, and I want your eyes. Let's test them. Look at my finger. Look over here. 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 Look at my nose. Look at my ear. Or one of them. I don't care which one. Look at my horn. Look at my other horn. Look at my eye. Look at my other eye. Look at my nose. Look at my hand. Look at my fingers. Look at my fingers again. Look over here. Look over here. Look at my necklace. Good, 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 good. Now let's test it with a light. So, what color is this light, by the way? What color? Do you know what color that light is? It's blue. Or, technically it's a black light, but it looks blue, doesn't it? So, could you follow the light? Okay, good. You followed the light. Awesome. Could you tell me which hand is closer? My right one or my left one? My left one. Good. Could you tell me which hand is closer? My right one or my left one? My right one. Good job. Could you tell me which one is closer? My right one or my left one? My right one. Good job. Could you tell me when my hand leaves your field of vision, or my fingers? So, and okay. 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 Good. 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 Good, 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 good. Could just put it in mine. No? Could just have your eye right in here. You really do have such nice eyes. Thank you for letting me test them. I will come back later. Thank you. Hi, I'm Juno, and I like bugs. So let me tell you about one of my favorites, the cicada. And this is our little friend for this video while I tell you some things that I think are cool about cicadas. This is from Squishable, I do recall. I found him at Barnes & Noble. He is my favorite, one of my favorite stuffed animals I have. But cicadas are known for that iconic screaming sound they make in the trees. That screaming sound. A lot of people find it annoying. I personally find it quite relaxing because it's a very nostalgic sound for me, and I like hearing them during the summer. But cicadas make this sound using rib-like structures called tymbals, and they will click, click, click their tymbals together very quickly. Sorry, I just got scared by this. But they will click them together very quickly, and so the clicking sound will register mostly as a very loud screaming sound. A very loud screaming sound. But it is just the ribs, which I think that's quite interesting. Now, I think people, particularly in the northeastern area of the United States, will know about the cicadas that come every several years. There are two general types of cicadas. which are the annual and the, oh, what are they called? I can't remember the exact name, but the not annual cicadas. Someone in the comments, please tell me the name. I can't believe I forgot it as I'm filming. But the annual ones are the ones that live, well, they just come out every year, and they are your usual tree screaming cicadas. Now, there are several types of the other ones, and those come out within one of two periods, every 13 years or every 17 years. And I believe a few years back was the time where it was both the 13 and the 17-year cicadas that came out at once, and it was quite an ordeal. Lots of cicadas. I believe that year 2038 is the next year that some of these cicadas will come out. So if you see them, they are your not annual cicadas. Still can't believe I forgot what they were called. But cicadas are very cool, and they are one of my favorite insects. I hope you enjoyed learning about them. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Juno, and I've realized that now, as someone who has a microphone, I have several more triggers that I can use, such as mic brushing. So, let's see if this sounds good. I've never personally been one for mic brushing. It has never been my favorite trigger, but I thought it might be fun to try, while I also try to keep my horns from falling off. I don't have them glued on properly, but that's okay. So let's just how's that? Is that any good? Is that alright? Is that okay? Is that any good? I hope it is. So, thank you so much. I hope you're having a lovely day. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Juno. Let's do some taps. Hey, I'm Juno. I've got some things, I just really need to, well, it's not getting any better, unfortunately. I think you've got maybe a little something wrong with you. Just a little. Because clearly something here isn't working. Okay. Well, that one didn't work. Let's try. Do I have another one? Maybe it's not the same. Maybe this one. I can just... No, it's not working. None of it's working. You've done something wrong. I don't know what to do. How can I fix what you've got going on? Because it doesn't look like I can. Hey, buddy. My name's Juno. And we've had some people who've, had some concerns. So we're just gonna, don't worry about it. Just sit down. We're gonna run a quick test. So just sit down, and I'm just gonna Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. Get the radiation team in here now. Get them. Okay. No, that was nothing, buddy. Okay. Just sit down. Just come on, keep hanging out with me. We're gonna run that one back. Just one more time, okay? Just don't worry about it. It's all gonna be fine. Okay, don't worry. So let's just I think my throat's a little dry. Okay. So let's run it back again. Now, buddy, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, and you gotta answer them honestly, okay? Does the name Alexander mean anything to you? You know a guy named Alexander? You ever met him? Okay. Now, I'll ask you some of the more specific questions later. We can come back to this. But do you consider yourself to have a bit of a radioactive personality? You know, you're maybe a little infectious. Okay, buddy. And last, this one's a little on the nose. Don't worry. This one, you're fine, buddy. You're fine. Okay, you're fine. Okay. Do you consider yourself a danger to others? Particularly if within close proximity or ingested? Okay.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I decided that although I was only going to post one video tonight, I may have been bribed to post another, and this one is more words I enjoy, although we're going to start off with one that I've already done, and that is formaldehyde. This one is still a big favorite of mine, and for those who don't know, formaldehyde is embalming fluid. It's used in the preservation of bodies, and it is also used in things such as taxidermy. So if you ever buy taxidermy, you might notice that it smells a little bit like formaldehyde, which, not the best smell, not particularly unpleasant, but it certainly is there. Another word I greatly enjoy, I'm not doing a set number today, is parabola. Now, I can't exactly explain what this is, because this is a math thing, and I do not like math. I can do it, and I need to study it for the SAT. But I don't really know what a parabola is off the top of my head, but I do like the word. Now this one's a name, but Schrödinger, as in Schrödinger's cat, I had taken while I was off in the UK at Cambridge. I took a quantum universe class, and so there was brief talk about Schrödinger's cat, and I think the equation that came with that. But I've always loved just the way that Schrödinger sounds. It's very nice, and also I think the theory is really interesting. Another word I greatly enjoy is druid. Like the forest spirits. I'm probably horrifically simplifying what druids are, but I can't think of an exact definition other than forest spirit. I do have a friend who I am genuinely convinced might be one, but I can't exactly tell if it's that or if she likes D&D and just happens to have a lot of knowledge. But I'm more inclined to think she's a druid, because every time I've brought it up, she will not confirm nor deny. I think this one's a little bit of a strange one, but termite. Termite. Like the little bugs that everybody hates because they will eat the wood in your house. Because, you know, maybe I am a termite and I'm in your house and I'm eating all of your wooden furniture. Or maybe not. But termite. Termite. I like the word. This one goes hand in hand with the last one. But alate. Alate, as in a termite alate. Now, I've had experience with these. They are the termites that have sprouted wings and are going to scout places to form a new colony. We had some show up in our house, and we did not know what they are because they don't look much like what you think of a termite looking like. Because when you think of a termite, you think of the ones with the big teeth. But these look alarmingly like book lice, if you know what those are. And I was so convinced that that was what they were because I was terrified of them being termites. But they were everywhere, and they suck. But the word alate, alate, alate is pretty neat. And lastly, because I can't think of any more words, we have a special request that I say that my dear friend Kai is, and I quote, a level 99 baddie and goated at the Rocket League sticks. I don't know what a lot of those words mean, and not in that order either. But good for you, Kai. I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy. And I will get you.
Hi, I'm Juno. And today I'm going to be doing a little makeup tutorial. I apologize, I'm not using my good mic. I need to charge my phone. So, anyways, this is my tutorial for my vampire makeup because that's the video I'm filming today. Now, the way I do my makeup has never been particularly neat or good, but what I always do, I always get into costume first, and if I'm wearing contacts like I am today, I always put them on first, and if I'm wearing a wig cap on. It helps keep everything out of the way. I don't go in with any primer, but I always use, or if I want it to be a little bit lighter, I go with my P. Louise white foundation, so I will go put that on real quick. It's never very neat. I always kind of do like I'm probably not doing good by letting the nozzle like touch my skin or whatever. So that dermatologist guy on here says not to do that, but I do not care. Nothing has to listen to me because I am not real, right? Okay, so there's the basis for it, and I'm gonna blend all of this in. I go in with one of my crusty little sponges and just kind of, and hope. And so I'm gonna continue doing that. Oh, also, I had lip gloss on before this because I got dry lips, and so I just wiped that off because this is about the point where I do that. The best thing to know when you're doing makeup, like I do, is it's gonna look like shit for a while. And that's all you need to know, it's gonna be fine. After the sponge, since it still looks awful, I go in with a brush that I probably need to wash, but that's okay. This is all me BSing my way through knowing how to do stuff, so that's okay. Just, you don't need to know how to do anything. Just make it up. So this is about as good as the foundation is getting. I'm still trying to blend out what little bit I put on my neck, but this is okay. This is as good as I'm going to allow to get because that foundation was expensive, and I don't have a lot of it. So, oh god, my teeth look awful with white foundation. So I'm going to go in with a white eyeshadow to set it because I don't want to use setting powder. Now usually I use this. This is my holy grail of setting powder. I got it on Amazon, but I don't feel like doing it because I'm wearing black and a black skirt and it's gonna get all over it. So I have this palette that my mom got me from someone, like a local seller, and I just take the white eyeshadow right there and pat that all over like I'm trying to, I don't know, actually I didn't have anything for the rest of that. Now this is going to just make my life 5 billion times easier. With my Mehron white foundation, actually, I tend to do this and then set over it, or no, other way around. I set and then I put this over it because I don't trust products to lay the way that I want them to on it. So this is just an easier way to get what I want without, I don't know, actually, I don't know what the without would be, but this just makes my life a lot easier. So I've gotten my face as set as I'm going to tonight, and usually I'm so much better about this, but I'm feeling lazy. We'll come back to this palette later. We will get it soon. So I'm actually going to do my blush first, and I go in with my favorite palette, my holy grail, the Cult Candy Playhouse palette, so Jasmine being my beloved. This is the first thing I got from their company, actually. I go in with, I think that says Fraggle. The red one. I go in with the red one. And I do that kind of as my blush because it's a much lighter color, goes on a lot sheerer, so. Red, truthfully, is almost never my color, and never a color I like. That is a lot of red. So, let's really hope this works. There's probably red eyeshadow, because this is an eyeshadow palette, or it's mainly supposed to be an eyeshadow palette. It's technically just a face palette, but you get it. There's probably like red eyeshadow all over my skirt because I'm tapping this and it's on my lap, so this side is lighter. Or maybe it's just my lighting because my lights are there, but you know, I'm kind of haphazard with it. I just do, that's my blush placement for every day, but you know. And you almost let me forget, I put some on my eyes as well. Just a little bit. Just enough to make me look like I may have been scrubbing my eyes. I used to, for school, put it under my under eyes because I wanted to look more tired. It was kind of funny. So, I'm gonna do my lips next. I will use a black eyeliner to line my lips. I'm probably not supposed to, but that's okay. So, I'm going to first kind of mark the points of, I guess that's my cupid's bow, or like the top of it. Like that, and then since I'm going for not exactly a goth lip, but I'm gonna make like the points and I will come back because it's gonna take me a bit. So this is the sort of lip line that I have. It looks a bit like a bat, or almost a cat if you're looking at it a certain way. I'm gonna start coloring it in. Interestingly enough, the last time I did a lip like this, it's the first time I ever tried it. It's my kind of pinkish goth look, I think. I was in my bathroom when I did it. I had a few people comment on the fact that it was uneven, and I was like, dang it, I just noticed that. Like, it's making me mad too. So, let's just get that colored in how I want. I think I just got that on my teeth. Great, amazing, awesome. Super cool. Okay, that's as good as that's getting. Okay, and then I go in with this very dark red, or it's really more of a berry color. But this is the right one, right? This is the one I want to use. It is, okay. It looks like that. I don't often wear this color because it's not a color I think I can really pull off well. I'm gonna look into my phone camera, actually. Great, okay. There's part of my lip that I can feel that's like peeled off, and it's really gonna annoy me. So I might try and fix that. Okay, so that's how the lip's looking for now. And I guess that's really onto eye makeup. I can deal with the rest of the lips later. Like I said before, we're coming back to this, because this one has a very nice, like, actual red in there. So I'm gonna find my brush and then come back. These two brushes are like the only thing that I ever use when it comes to my eyeshadow, so take notes. With the fluffy brush, we're taking more of the red, and we're just gonna kind of, yeah. God, that's a lot darker than I thought, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to this. So I will kind of just blend that out and hope. It's really a lot of hopes and dreams and thinking that you know what you do is right, which I guess is kind of how we go throughout life, unless you somehow do know what you're doing, which then I'd like to know. How did you do that? Is it fun to know what you're doing? Or do you miss kind of the whimsy of not knowing? Is there an advantage to not knowing? Okay, I'm actually liking this. In the original time, I filmed this video because what I'm doing is making a revamp of an older video of mine. It was my first one. This character, I'd done the makeup and I hated it. Like with a passion, hated it. Didn't have any contacts because I hadn't bought any of them at the time. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm just kind of doing this as a joke just to see how it goes. And people really liked it, and that was my inspiration to actually keep going and making ASMR. So I'm gonna take this brush and then kind of do more of my under eyes. Then I'm gonna take the same brush after I've done my under eyes and go in with black, which I'm usually very hesitant to use black. But I've become more confident when using black eyeshadow as of late because I'd gone on a trip with my dad and I decided to try out some new makeup looks. I was there and a lot of that consisted of using black eyeshadow. So I'm going to try and go over most of my lid, but I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna kind of clip to when I have that done. Doing this eye is always the hardest because this eye is incredibly nearsighted. So my vision is a lot blurrier whenever I'm doing it on this eye. So a little bit of a struggle. Okay, so I've gotten the lid size I like, and then I'm gonna do kind of a cat eye streak there, but I'm not gonna film it because I'm gonna lose like focus. I've got the little eye lines done, and I'm gonna put on mascara. So this is the finished makeup look. I don't feel like doing anything with my brows, so I guess it's time to go put on the wig. Anyways, this is the finished look with the ears and the wig on, which I'm sure y'all are sick of this wig, but I don't have a lot of others. So I will be remaking my original vampire video soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you're having a lovely day.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I think I need to put a spell on you. I think I need to put a spell on you. Yes, I think I need to put a spell on you. So you can go to sleep, sleep. So you can either close your eyes or keep them open. Either way, the spell will work. So just relax while I cast a spell on you. Okay. Now we can start.
I'm Juno, and this is a new trigger that maybe I've created, I'm not sure. It may be someone else who's done it, but I've never seen anybody else do it, so for now, I will claim ownership of this, and I've been calling it trilling, because that's quite simply what it is. And I've been accompanying it with a few various visual triggers. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling, but the whole thing is it doesn't always behave with me, because I'm vibrating something in the back of my throat. I don't know what, but I'm doing something. And sometimes it doesn't like to work with me, and it comes out more as a like that thing, but that one is harder to control, so I like to do the it's a little difficult to do. It's not as straining as my ingressive speech can be, although I will admit the reason I have been having trouble with that one is because I scream to my music in my car, and that hasn't been doing anything good for my vocals. But, you know, this one, it's not straining. It's very easy, but it can be like, I say easy, it's easy on my vocals, but it does not always like to do what I'm trying to get it to do. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if I should do more of this trigger. Bye bye, have a good day. Hi, I'm Juno, and I thought that since I wore this little guy today, I'd show you him and talk about one of my experience at the Pride event that I went to. So this is my Therian mask. It is an oriental short hair, and I don't wear it very often, if only because the visibility is not great. That's on me, that's not on the seller, because I put white mesh in it and I forgot how hard that is to see out of, and because I never want to, like, I don't know, I never want to mess him up, so I kind of just hold on to him, and sometimes I wear him, but very rarely. Not a lot of places to go here either. But at this event, I was wearing him like this, kind of strapped to the side of my head. I didn't want to get my makeup on him. And while I was there, this little girl, she couldn't have been any older than 10. She must have been younger, 7 maybe, I don't know. I'm bad at guessing ages. But very little, very tiny. She comes up to me and she's wearing her own Therian mask. It's one of the cardboard ones that she had painted, and she'd put like a flower on it, and it was painted to look like a tabby cat, just like mine. And she came up and asked if we could get a picture, and I just really thought it was sweet. And it was definitely a very small interaction, but one that made my day. It was the first time. I think it was she was one of the first people to have asked me, like, hey, can I get a picture, while I was at that event. And I really was I was so tickled over it. Maybe it is very silly, but that's okay. I'm a very silly person. But I find that this creature is very nice to tap on and make some very nice noises. I quite like his ears. I'm hoping to maybe in the future buy another one. I worry that the cat ones don't always look that good on me, but I have another one actually. I don't wear it as much, and because of that I am thinking about selling my other one, but I'll maybe put that one in another video. Anyways, this one does not have a name. I don't know what people name them, but
little guy. And I think that the artist who made him did such a wonderful job. Like, look at all those details, and you cannot really feel the paint when you do it. It's hand painted and everything. I really think that the person who made it is so talented. If I remember their shop name, I will put it in the description, or in like the, the words that are there. I don't know what it's called. But I will put that there if I remember to go look. If not, somebody remind me and I'll go see. But I just kind of wanted to show it off. If you would like to try them, there you go. You can kind of see how my visibility is. It's not very good, is it? But that's on me. I was the one that put the mesh in. But yeah, see, I was the one that put the eye mesh in. But that's my little guy. And I hope you enjoyed him, and I hope that you were all having a wonderful day. I love you so much. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Juno, and I just got back from a Pride event, so I apologize if I'm looking a little ragged, but I thought I'd show you all of my accessories other than my bracelets, because I took them off. They were a little hot because, they're all like plastic and candy kind of thing. But yeah, I'll show you two of my favorites though. Two of my favorites. I got these off of Etsy. And I really do love them. They're very, very fun. But anyways, I thought actually I'm gonna do a little bit of a plug here. These are from the shop Nightlight on Etsy, and I will put them in the description. It is also where I got this shirt, and although I did kind of slice up this shirt, I do really love the stuff that they make, and I've found that they're always very nice. But as for my accessories, I've got what I call my Marie Antoinette earrings. They are iridescent guillotines. Fun fact, the guillotine was last used the same year that the first Star Wars movie was released. Or the last use of it in France. Not sure about elsewhere. I've got my vertebrae rosary with an ankh on it. I'm not religious, but I do think that these are very pretty. It has a little vertebrae right there. It has a little vertebrae right there. I've got this very plain silver necklace. There used to be a charm on it, but I took it off because I didn't like it. I've got this little metal one with the bone. And I also have this one. I think I was going to say these are like little squishy, almost clay beads. I'm not really sure. But they're very fun. I really like it. And of course, my favorite choker. And then my makeup is the pansexual pride flag. So in case any of you are wondering, yeah. But that it was my outfit for my pride event that I went to today. It was really fun, and I had just the best time, and I really, really loved it. So I would recommend going to one if you're in that sort of area. And I really hope that any of you that have gone to one just had the greatest time and that everyone was safe. So yeah, happy Pride, and I hope all of you are having a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I've breached containment. We are instead in my bathroom, sitting in my bathtub, no water. And I'm sure that's not the only new thing that you've noticed, but I've also gotten my hair dyed, and I think it looks quite nice. I also have my sides shaved again, back how they need to be, like God intended, as if he intended anything for me. But I thought since we were in here,
I would show you some things that I have because I have quite a bit of makeup in here. And while I'm not showing all of that right now, I feel like I'd show you some of the most important products in my makeup routine. So, first off, we have this Set It Up powder. So this is a finishing powder that I got on Amazon quite a while ago. And this thing has proved to be an actual godsend. In fact, when it was Halloween and I had a full face of white makeup to look like a vampire, and it was raining very heavily, this kept my makeup intact throughout the entire storm because I was much too stubborn to not go outside after I put all that makeup on. So, next, one of the makeup products that has been in this very look quite a bit. This is the Mehron Clown White, and I'm sure that many of you know what this is. Who doesn't, after all? And we can see it makes quite some nice noises. I think I like the lid noises more though, over the, but that is that. And lastly, we have this. This is my oil cleanser. That's not what it says on the top. It says pharmacy, I believe. I think that's how it is said. But this is an oil cleanser that, for this look, I will be needing an absurd amount of. Let's open it. Let's open it. I don't like that sound. It comes with a little spoon, so I can scoop. It comes with a little spoon, so I can scoop. And then the little holder for the spoon. And then in here, go on and smell it. It smells nice. It smells very. It doesn't have much of a scent, but it does have quite a nice one. So that is. I forgot to put it back. You didn't tell me. I can't believe it. So we put this back on top, and then take our little and put that back on top just like that, and take our lid and put it right back on. And those are the products that I have to show you today. Thank you. Hi, I'm Juno, and I have this little spatula, and I'm going to use it to scoop. Hi, I'm Juno, and this video isn't exactly ASMR, but I feel like you would be amused by it. I just filmed a 50-minute long form video for my YouTube and for my birthday, which, oh my god, it's my birthday, or tomorrow's my birthday, but close enough! I'm 17, pretty much. And like, it was gonna be a role play. I was doing this clown character, which is why I look like this. So, sorry for the people who are gonna get spooked by that, but
I mean, I was trying to go for a clown character. I just gave up on it 20 minutes in. Like, I just dropped the whole roleplay. We go to yapping about 25 minutes in, and we yap for the rest of the video.
Hi, I'm Juno. Let's brush my hair because Alice Cullen has been haunting me, and while it looks fine now, I would like to get her a little bit more brushed out, so. You can see, like, right there, the remnants of my raccoon tails. I really loved having them, but they have completely faded out. I plan to get them dyed soon before my birthday, which is April 8th, by the way, so happy early birthday to me. But I don't know. I didn't know I'd be being haunted by the Cullen family on my hair. I've never even read the books. But she's looking alright now. Hi, I'm Juno. Let's staple you. So let's start out with your lips. So just like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, got it. And doop, 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 doop. Great. See, now you can't complain. Let's do your ears next. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messed up that last one. Give me a sec. Okay. And 5. Awesome. Now let's do your nose. So I need you to hold your nose like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it, so. Oh, I messed up this one again. Okay, and great. Let's do your nose bridge too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now time to staple your eyes. So close your eyes.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I almost forgot to make this video, but these are 10 words that I, for whatever reason, really like and kind of want to use as trigger words, but they are all completely random, so let's start out. Number 1 is formaldehyde. 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 I don't know why I like this word, but I really like just the way it sounds. Formaldehyde. And I think it has a little bit of a nice click to it, but that might just be me. Succinylcholine. 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 It is a paralytic that is used when intubating someone. It is, it's something I learned about on forensic files a few years ago, and I latched onto it for whatever reason. I like the way that it sounds. Succinylcholine, succinylcholine, succinylcholine. Entomology, 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 entomology. Bugs. Cicada, 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 cicada. That one gets a little bit twisted if I try and say it a lot really fast, but cicada, cicada, cicada. I like the at the start of it. It's very, very nice, very nice, very nice indeed. Cicada, 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 cicada. Phosphines, phosphines, phosphines. Those are the colors and patterns that you see when you close your eyes, or after you stare at a light for a while and then look elsewhere, and it's like blue or something. That is called phosphines, 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 phosphines. Quasar, 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 quasar. That is the ring of energy that you see around a black hole. It is like a backup of things it has yet to consume, and I really like how it sounds. Quasar, 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 quasar. I also really want to say it as quasar really badly, but it's not said. It's a quasar, and also has to do with the Pokemon Rayquaza's name. Pareidolia, Pareidolia, Pareidolia,
pareidolia. That is why we see faces and patterns in things that are not people or animals. I think it's just such a cool word. Pareidolia. Vigintillion. This one's an odd one and a very random one, but it is a number. I don't know how many zeros, but it's a lot of them. But Vigintillion. I don't know, I like it. I like the word. Vertebrae. This little bone. By the way, this was my rosary, but I broke part of the bone right here where the end of the rosary was hooked on, so I gotta glue it back, but my rosary will be fine soon. Beetle. Like the bug. Beetle bug, June beetle. Beetle. I like beetles. I like beetles too. Beetles are cool. They're a neat little bug. I like beetles. I like stag beetles a lot. I think they're neat. I would love to hold a stag beetle. I feel like they're very holdable. But I like the word beetle.
Hi, I'm Juno. Let's look at today's fit. I just filmed a long form video, and after my long form videos, I was like a little bit crazy. So I've got this necklace. I don't know where I got it. This, also don't know where I got it. This, I don't know where I got a lot of my necklaces. This was from Amazon. It's actually a belt chain. These I got from Hot Topic. I got these from Etsy. They're glued to my head. I got these from, I think it's Unique, so I don't know how to say the brand, but they're very good. I bought from them before. But this sweater, I actually don't know. I'd lost this for a while and like recently rediscovered it. This shirt is from Banana Republic, and it was from when I got my first job that I quit because it was that bad. But anyways, this is my fit for my long form videos where I played a demon, which was really fun. So go check out my YouTube if you want to see it. Bye.
Hi, I'm Juno, and this is me trying out some of my favorite triggers. Like this one. This is a coyote jaw that I got on Etsy. It is a necklace, but I like to tap on it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there's 12. I missed one. I counted them earlier, but I missed one when I just counted. It has 2, 3 little moons carved into it. Yes. It's very pretty. I don't wear it too often, though, because it's a little hard to style, but it is one of my favorite pieces, so I like to include this one on my longer form videos as well, which you can find on YouTube. Hi, I'm Juno. Let's take your picture. Look over here. Look over here. Look over here. Look over here. Look at my nose. Keep looking at my nose. Look at my nose. Still at my nose. Look at the camera. Keep looking at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at my nose. Good. Now look over here. Keep looking over here. Back up here. Okay, look over here. Look over here. Look over here one more time. Okay, look that way. Now don't smile. Look the other way. Don't smile. Now back over here. Good. Smile. So pretty. Keep looking. Awesome. Let's do a few close-ups. Close-ups. This. Like that. Strike a pose. Awesome.
Hi, I'm Juno. Pick a number. Okay. Pick a number. Tell me what 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 number. Okay. Okay. Pick a number. Tell me what number. Okay. Pick a number. Tell me what number. Okay. Hi, you're Juno, and I'm doing your makeup. Let's start with this. Let's start with this white foundation. It's very white. Now, just stay still, and I'll put some like under your eye, and then under the other eye, then along your nose, and then in a U shape on your forehead, and then on your chin. Okay, great. It's very easy, right? I don't know where you put your brushes, so I'll just use my fingers, and you're gonna have to deal with it. So. Looks great, or as good as it's getting. For your blush, I have this, or you have this technically. And it's pink. Pink is cool, I like pink. Here's what it looks like on my hand. So let's just get some of that in. And it's a lot more sheer than it looks when I do it like that, so just great. Now it's time for your eyeliner, so just stay still. You gotta stay really still. You need to stay really still because I don't want to do this again. Yeah. Okay, good. You stayed still for that one. What about the other one? So you just need to stay really still. Stay still. Okay, and let's use this as your lipstick. This will be your lipstick. Yeah, I like this one. It's nice. It's a pretty color. So just stay still. And yeah, okay. Awesome. And juiced. Good, great. Now, on top of that, let's put a little bit of this, a little bit of this. It looks nice, smells nice. Okay, so, because the other one's matte, right? I think I want to try some too. Sparkling. Well, yay. We did your makeup. We did it. Yay.
Hi, I'm a demon. Let's do your piercings. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do you need a break? Okay, we can sit there. Just breathe. Okay, good. I can get you some water too. Yeah, drink some water. Okay, yeah, good. You need water. I don't want you fainting. So, okay. And let's do your other ear. And 2, 3. Okay, good. Now let's do some more breathing. And a little bit more water. I don't want you fainting or anything. Trust me, I fainted when I got my ears pierced. Okay, drink some water. Okay, good. So, thank you so much for letting me pierce your ears. Have a lovely day. Hi, I'm a demon. Let's take your measurements. Okay. Alrighty. Tilt your head a little bit for me. Alrighty. Thank you. You are doing such a lovely job. And now my tape measure got tied together. Okay. I don't know what numbers you're seeing. I'm only looking at the centimeters. Tilt your head to the other way for me, because you had it that way, right? Okay. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Juno, and in honor of hitting 10K, I thought I would do 10 triggers, both ones that I just kind of want to play around with, and some that y'all definitely know on my account by now, so let's get started.
What color? What color? Gray. Good, 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 good. Okay, okay. What color? Blue. Good. What made of? What made of? Rock. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, what color? What color? Or let's do this side. What color? What color? Black. Good. What made of? What made of? Rock. Good, 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 good. You earned a pistache, you earned a pistache, you earned a pistache, you earned a pistache, you earned a pistache. Hi, it's time to get your pictures done again. Can you look at the camera? Good. Look at the camera. Good. Now look at my nose. Okay, keep looking at my nose. Now look back at the camera. Now look that way. Good. Now look that way. Good. Now face back forward and smile. Good. Thank you. Hey, you've got some bad energy. I'm just gonna... One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And unless I've lost count, this is trigger 10, and it's the one that a lot of you have probably been waiting for. Voice bouncing.
I've been putting a decent bit of practice into
My voice bouncing lately,
especially with keeping it quieter.
so that it's more ASMR
And less of just me outright talking to you, because that's a little iffy on that one
and it's taken a lot more practice
than I would have thought.
to do so.
But
I hope that we are liking this trigger.
I will admit, I'm usually a little scared to post it.
Because it is a trigger that people either
Really, really, really love,
or really, really, really hate.
and I know it's very divided
But this trigger is here,
for those who like it.
and
For the future, if I decide to go into voice acting,
because I've been considering,
doing so lately,
I've also
been practicing doing it
a little more often,
or
doing the
switch
a little more often, although it is
a little bit difficult
to do that because I'm going from exhaling
while I talk
to
inhaling while I talk,
and changing the way
that I'm breathing
so suddenly
and so quickly
can
be just a little difficult.
but
I think I'm quite happy with how it's been going this time.
because it's a lot nicer,
For the videos at least.
to do it quieter.
And I think it tones down the strangeness of it.
Although I think I still sound pretty similar to how
I sound when I'm doing it louder.
at least I no longer
Use it for dinosaur screeches anymore.
I lost my voice doing that once,
It was not fun because we were on vacation.
and I was really embarrassed
because I would rather lose my voice at home than elsewhere. But thank you all so much for 10K. I value all of you so much. And I'm so happy that you're here. You mean so much to me.
And it is wonderful to be able to have this space with any and all of you. Thank you so much. I love you all. Hi, I'm Juno. Let's look at some of my stuffed animals. This is Jellybean. This is Jellybean. I love him. His name is Jellybean, and I love him very dearly. You should love him too. Jellybean is our friend. We love Jellybean. Yes. This is my beloved emotional support Stegosaurus. I love him dearly, and I have like 3 of them. This is my emotional support T-Rex that I also have 3 of. Or I think someone else has some of them because I give them out to my friends too. This is my leopard. He is very beloved. I love him dearly. He has been through a lot. I've had him for years. This is my cheetah. I love her. She does not have a name, but I love her very much. This is Moo. I like to squish. This is amazing. This is another cow plushie. I have a collection of them actually. I don't know where the rest are right now, but I love him. He's very nice. Very nice to hold and squeeze. My best friend. This is a armadillo that kind of looks like an aardvark, except like that. I love him. Soup.
Hi,
I'm Juno.
and this is me trying out a new trigger.
And I think
This one
maybe one,
that only I have done
which is surprising
because there's so many,
out there already.
but
I am calling
this one voice bouncing.
because
I bounce
between my normal voice
and my infective voice. It is
a little bit
challenging.
because I'm having to
Change the way I am breathing as I do.
this whole thing. It is a little bit,
Strange on the throat.
but I'm having
A lot of fun. And I think
that maybe
this trigger
will be
interesting to do. Hello, I am Juno. Yes, Juno. And I thought it might be fun to play around with this little vocal trigger I am doing. It is, I think, called infected speaking, and I thought it would be fun to try, especially when I can just
switch between
my voice.
and that voice.
It can be kind of unsettling, I think, but
That's its charm.
there is no voice changer. I don't have one actually, but it's just like inhaling. When I speak, I'm just going kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but it's fun.
Hi, I'm Juno, and we just hit 2,000 followers on TikTok. So, thank you so much. I'm very excited. So, let's get you ready for the 2,000 party. Your hair is like a little bit of a mess, so we'll do what we can. So, let's first get all that brushed out. You might need a little bit of like conditioner or something, but unfortunately I don't have any on hand. So let's just clip back what we can. Hi, I'm Juno, and I've got new nails. Let's do some nail tapping. This is the first time I've gotten my nails done in 2-3 years. It's been a while. Guess I can do that clips one. Oh. I can't get it to click on my teeth. I don't know if it's just I don't know how to do it, but just clip your hair. Clip your hair.
stuck and doing like that instead of like. Hey, I'm Juno, and I like kind of want to take your picture again. Yeah, again, did it a while ago. It was just like in character when you saw me. Don't worry about it, just go along with it. So, like, here's my camera, just look over here. Good. Look over here. Good. Look over here. Good. And up here. Good. Now turn that way real quick. Good. And turn that way real quick. Good, 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 good. Okay, now let's do over here again. Over here. Over here. And over here. Over here. Smile. And keep smiling. Yay! Okay, up here. Thank you.
I fear I am plastic. Are you made of plastic? We are made of plastic.
Hi, I'm Juno. This is my fifth video I filmed tonight, and I have this little lip gloss tube, and I think it has such a fun texture. It might be really fun to like tap on. I got this off of Etsy, and I don't remember who the seller is, but if I remember, I will put her in the comments because she was such a delight. So I forgot this is scented like really nice. It smells like coconut, but like trying to scratch it and to like draw on you with the end of it at the same time. Hi, I'm Juno, and I just filmed a long form video. Let's do one of the triggers that I did in it. These are called Apollo questions. What color is this? What color? Blue. Good job, good job, good job. What color is this? Blue. What's this made of? What's this made of? Plastic. Good job. You under pistachio, under pistachio, under pistachio, under pistachio, under pistachio, under pistachio, you're under pistachio. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Now, let's see. What color is this? What color is this? Light pink. It's a very light pink. What's this made of? What's this made of? Plastic. Good job, good job. What's this made of? What's this made of? Plastic. Good job. You're in a pistachio, 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 you're in a pistachio. Thank you. Hi, I'm Juno, and these are ASMR triggers that I love, but I'm not sure if a lot of other people like. I really like tooth tapping, and I like doing it too. I know that's a bit of a weird one for some people. I also really love repetitive questions, like just ask me the same thing over and over again. Like, what color is this? Okay. 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 When I'm watching ASMR, lights on and nobody's home. Just ask me the same thing again and again, and I'll get it eventually, one day. I also like this other one that I've been doing on my YouTube. I call Apollo the Parrot questions, like, what's this made of? Plastic. What color? Black. And it's just like that, and it's really easy, simple questions. I'm Juno, and I thought that since we just hit 2K, that I would share a little bit about myself. So, number 1, I am 16 years old and my birthday is April 8th. I have no plans. Number 2, I just competed in a pitch competition on Wednesday, March 26th, and I had a lot of fun. I got on stage and I got to present my business. It was amazing. Number 3, I am a total biology and animal nerd. I love that kind of stuff. Number 4, I'm a fully online student, so I just stay home and do my work. But unfortunately, even though I am getting a diploma through my in-person school that I used to go to, I am not allowed to go to prom, which sucks. But I think I'll sneak into like another schools or something. This is joking, but I'll try.
Hi, I'm Juno.
And I turn
17
in the morning,
of,
April 8th.
and I am very, very excited because, well, it's my birthday.
Why wouldn't I be excited?
Although I don't think I'm doing anything
For my birthday?
on my birthday. Who knows?
It will be fun, though, I think.
Because I know
That I'm going,
to dinner on Friday.
so
For any of you,
also celebrating
your birthday,
in or today
tomorrow,
or the next day.
or even the day after,
I wish you a
very, very, very happy birthday. I love you so much. You matter and you are loved very much.
Hi, I'm Juno. I'm Juno. And I thought that maybe tonight, we do a more classic sort of ASMR clicky whisper. I've always liked these little whispers, especially when I don't want to actually know what the other person is saying, because I like the way that it clicks on certain consonants. So I thought I would just use some idle bracelet sounds and a little bit of rambling from me, because I think we all need to take a moment and rest, because it is likely very, very hectic for a lot of you, like it is for me. I am nearing the end of a lot of my courses, and we're getting to a point where my exams are coming up quite soon. I finish my classes on May the 1st, which is a lot earlier compared to a lot of other schools in my area, because the school that I used to go to, we finished on the 24th, and I only know that we finished on the 24th because I remember I went on vacation one day on the 25th, or actually no, it was the 24th, right after I got out of my exams. I packed my bags and left. So it was quite busy indeed. I made some of these bracelets. I made 2 of them. I have a lot of bracelets I've made. Maybe I'll do a video where I show you all of my bracelets that I've made. But these ones, I made this one, I made this one, I made this one, and I made this one. A lot of them have similar patterns. Some of them have pride flags, and some of them have very small ones, or they just don't have them at all. So I hope all of you are having a good day, and if it's not good, then I hope that it gets better, or that tomorrow is better. The days cannot forever stay bad. It is simply impossible for them to do so, such is the nature of impermanence. But I hope that you can rest easy. I love you very, very, very much. You are important. And the world is much, much, much better with you in it. I love you. And I hope you have a very good night's rest. And I will see you another time. Hi, I'm Juno, and I think it's about time I bring this back.
This is my coyote jaw necklace. I'm sorry, I can't tap as well with this hand. One of my nails is, all of my nails are coming off, but this one I removed almost all the way. But it's very thin, so I kept the other ones on. Can you count how many teeth it has? How many teeth it has? If I'm correct, it has 12. 12 teeth. Hi, I'm Juno. Let's ask you some repetitive questions. What color is this? What color is this? Okay. What color is this? 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 Okay. What color is this? Okay. What color is this? What color is this? Okay. What color is this? Okay, good. Hi, I'm Juno, and this is my lip gloss. And this is my lip gloss. It's a lip gloss. See, it's a lip gloss. And it's got this very pointed tube, and the tube is plastic, but it is colored to look like it is silver. It's very metallic, and you can see the lights reflecting on it. You can see a little bit of blue right there, and a little bit of a white pink color that's coming from my mirror. And it's got this almost scale texture right there, very scaly texture on this clear part of it. This part of it is clear, this part of it is clear. And it has this scale texture on a bit of other place. It has spikes right here. But this part of it is clear. And inside you can see the lip gloss. It goes on clear, but it looks a little bit yellow. Hi, I'm Juno, and I'm about to film a long video. So let's tap on some of the things that I've gotten. I also have some rings that I will be opening so that I can use them during my video. And I also got some cute little bows to wear as well. I'm thinking I'll put one right here and one right here. Or who knows, I may not wear them in this video and wait for another time. Thank you for watching. You are loved. Hi, I'm Juno, and I thought I'd show you our new set for this night's video. I'm filming a video where you get rescued by a dark fairy, and so I thought I would go just beside where I normally film. My mirror, which is usually behind my camera, is right that way, and I hung up some fake flowers that I've had for quite a while in hopes of giving a little bit more of a whimsical vibe, and I think this video is going to be one of my favorites. I'm very proud of the look for tonight, and I'm quite happy with all of the time I put into the set. It took a surprisingly long time to get these open and to get them how I wanted, and even then I don't quite like how they are, but they're okay. I love you. Goodbye. Hey, you're Juno. Come on, you got stuff to film. You got stuff to do. We need to get you ready. Yeah, Juno, you got things you need to film. You've got an alien video you've got to do. You got to do part 2 to the fairy video. You got to do part 2
Oh wait, no, the first alien video is part 2. The other alien video, you need to do the vampire one again. You got shit to do. Come on, let's get you ready. Okay, sit down and just hang out for a moment. Let me get your hair out your face. My God, you need to fix your hair. Jesus. Now, are you doing a wig today, or are you just gonna go straight hair? Plain hair? Alrighty. Well, still, we've got things to do. So what character are you playing? Do you know? Do you know yet? Yeah, just give me a bit to do your concealer. What do you mean you don't have your character ready yet? You can't just improv it like that. You need more of a plan. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my fingers for your concealer. We are in a rush. I don't have everything on hand right now. You need to wait a moment, okay? So just let me get your concealer all patted in. Yeah, okay, good, you're done. I need to fix your hair again. Just a little bit, okay? You can wait. Now, let's try to bring a little bit of life into that face of yours. Yeah, I mean, I know the dead person looks kind of like the whole thing you're going for, but you need to wait a minute, so give me your eyes. Let me see. Just look, don't close your eyes. We're gonna get that under eye first, try and make you look either a little more tired, but like tastefully so, of course, and then kind of up into the hair. Yeah. So, you have no plans for this video? Are you crazy? Yeah, well, we knew that, but come on, you need to have more of a plan for this. You need to start scripting your videos instead of just sitting in front of the camera and just going at it, because one of these days it's gonna bite you in the ass. Yeah, okay, just give me a second to, okay. Now let's get some mascara on you. I mean, we're not doing your, do you want me to do your lower lashes? You know, they're real sparse in that one area. Yeah, okay, well, I guess we're going for that sort of look today. So just let me do that and then look up like that. Yeah. Okay, good. We got all that done. Now, we need to do something about those dry ass lips of yours. Here, have some Carmex. Okay, there we go. Now, are you really sure you ain't got no idea what you're doing for this? We've got some options. You can make another one of the Valentine's related videos, since we all know you're not actually going to be posting that on a Valentine's Day. You're going to be missing that. We've got the alien videos, the vampire one. People have been asking for part 2, the vampire one. No, that was your first one, but we need to do it again. Maybe do part 2, the fairy one that you just did. You know, that one got popular. Might as well do that again. Okay, let's do this lipstick, because this one's good, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, just put that on. You're good. So are you sure? I mean, I can give you some ideas for things you could do. Got the stapler camera, whatever you do, that. This one's a new one, right? Yeah, like the little clicker. You can do one of your creepier characters or something like that. A little bear skull clicker. Be a witch. Got the necklace. Yeah, you've got the coyote necklace. You could do that. And let's see, what else you got? Oh, you could do that one character someone called you satanic on. That would be real funny. I mean, like, we have heard that before. Let's see. I don't know, you could do something with some hair ties. Oh, I know. Got your lip gloss again. Or this is a different one, but you sure you should be wearing this? And this one ain't supposed to be spicy on the lips. And you've been telling me this one's spicy. So I think you might be a little bit allergic to it. You might need to wait on that. Oh, you're stubborn. You still fucking wear it. Never fucking listen to me. You can do something with stickers. You can do something with the sticker. You got a whole Draculaura cosplay. Put that into play. Oh, you haven't figured out a good voice for Draculaura. That's fair. That's fair. You know, why don't you try doing that clown makeup you were planning on doing this morning? Oh, well, I mean, I just did your makeup, but like, you've got cleanser. You can wipe it off and do whatever, and I didn't do that much. So, we can do something. Actually, but I missed a spot with your concealer. Yeah, no, you really do look pretty dead. Do you sleep? Yeah, more than usual. Damn, you actually got a good sleep schedule. You wake up at 7? That's wild. I don't know. You can do something with these little things, these little fun little skull earrings. See what you got in store with that. How about you wear these ones? Yeah, jingle jingle, jingle jingle. You know, got your attention like a fucking cat. Oh, you can't wear these. Something about the metal hurts your ears. Well, your ears are already fucked up. So
I think you can do. Oh, these really hurt though. Okay, we'll leave that bit. We'll figure that out for another time. Don't you have multiple pairs from that shop, or like 2 of them? You bought them at once, got a refund because of it. Oh, well, that's good. Let's see, what other things do you even have over here? Your setup is awful. Why do you have some? Oh, you got that new wig in. Oh no, she's a mess. Goodness. Why do you just throw this stuff on the floor? You ain't got any wig hangers? And why? When did you put these in? Yeah, it don't come with it. But you got this. You can play that character. You already filmed that, and then you just decided not to post a video. Why didn't you post a video? Alright. Your YouTube audience is mostly men, and you're kind of afraid of making a getting real gay video. Yeah, they wouldn't be too happy about that, I don't think. But, oh, and you just didn't like the video. That's fair. Well, and you can't just wait. I mean, your new filming studio is being fixed up. We're still fixing up the AC so you don't die of heat stroke in there with your big ass costumes. But like, you gotta make do with what you've got, girl. Wait, you can't just be like waiting here thinking it's all gonna be good when you need to get to filming if you're gonna actually get better at this. Yes, I'm fixing up your hair again because you keep running your fingers through it and messing up what I did. Goodness. Here, start using this. Start using that. Just keep your hands busy with that. Yeah, you're good. So, any plans for it? You're just gonna wing it? Okay, don't listen to me, I guess. Go on ahead. Alrighty. Hi, I'm Juno, and I have a bit of a new trigger for us to try out. I want you to tell me which of the lights is on whenever they come back into frame. Okay? Good. Okay. 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 Good job. Good job. Good. Good. Good job. Good. Good. You're doing very good. Good job. Another trick one. And another. Good job. You've done so well. Hi, I'm Juno, and I have a bracelet that I think I'm going to show you. It's a bracelet. It's a bracelet. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is. I do believe I may have stolen it. I say that very lightly. Stolen, as in, this was left at my house by someone. And I did not know that it was in the house until I went into this older attic room in our garage, which is going to be my new filming studio, by the way. We're gonna get rid of this background once the AC and everything else in there gets fixed. But I found this in there. So it could be mine, or well, it's mine now, but I don't really know who it may have belonged to. But I think it has a very, 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 very nice audio and a visual trigger, which I very rarely do visual triggers, I think. But this one's nice. I quite like it. And then it can buckle like that. It can buckle like, or I don't know if this is buckle or more so just
getting it fastened like that. I'm sure you've noticed I got my nails in a decent way again, so... Anyways, that's my bracelet. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Love you.
Hi, I'm Junebugs. It's Phil. I just filmed a long form video, and after my long form videos, I was like a little bit crazy. So I've got this necklace. I don't know where I got it. This also don't know where I got it. This I don't know where I got all my necklaces. This was from Amazon. It's actually Belgian. These I got from Hot Topic. I got these from Etsy. They're glued to my head. I got these from I think it's unique, so I don't know how to say the brand, but they're very good. I bought from them before. But this sweater, I actually don't know. I noticed this from recently. I just got it. The shirt is from Banana Republic, and it was from when I got my first job that I quit because it was that bad. Anyways, this is my fit for my long form videos where I played a demon, which was really fun. So go check out my YouTube page and see it. Bye.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I wanted to talk to you about something very important. You are loved, and you are loved dearly. The world is a scary place right now for a lot of people, and it's hard to figure it out and to survive. But you've made it so far, and I'm so proud of you for making it this far. The world is a better place with you in it. Every day that you are here and are surviving is another good day. Even if it is a hard day, or even if in a lot of ways it's terrible, you've made it so far, and I'm so proud of you. Even if you think you've done nothing, the fact that you are here is enough, and I love you and I am proud of you. Hi, I'm Juno, and I have a new trigger for you. Can you guess what it is? It's a clicker. It has a little bear skull on it. I feel like I have like a little remote, like, but just I apologize for the state of my nails, but they're all coming off and they don't feel great. Bye. Hi, I'm Juno, and I need you to follow my instructions, and if you do, you get a click. So look over here, look at the shark. I made my bed, by the way. You can see I made my bed. But look at the shark. Okay, good. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Good. Look at my nose. Good. Look at my eye. Good. Tell me if the flashlight's on. No, good. Is it on? Yes, good. Now, off, good. On? Yes, good. And now, on, good. Now, let's see, can you follow my finger? Good job. Thank you, you're doing such a good job. Can you look up here again? Good. Can you look at the little orange dot right there? Good. That's an armadillo plushie if you're wondering. Can you look at the pillow? Good. Can you look at the arm warmer right there? Good. Now let's see, what else could I have you do? Look at the door hinge. Door hinge? Good. Now look at my nose. Good. Look at my eye. Good. Look at the house. Good. Now look at the leopard.
Look at the shark. Good. Look at my nose. Good. Look at the little pink thing right there. I actually don't know what that is. Ooh, that's a pair of shoes. Good. Look at the door hinge. Good. Look at the light that is not on. Good. Look at my wigs that are right there. Good. Look at the yellow again. Good. Let's see. What else could I have you do? Look at the sign. Good. Look at the sign back there. Good. Follow my finger. Good. Good. You're doing a very good job. Now, is the flashlight on? Yes. Good. How about now? Good. And how about now? Good. How about now? Good. How about now? Good. And now? Good. Good job. You are doing a very good job. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I thought it'd be real fun to try and do a video where, you know, just a little bit of soft-spoken stuff, but with an accent, you know, put it in a different font and all that. So, for those of you who don't know, this is a very, very exaggerated version of my own accent, because I'm from the South. I used to have this kind of accent. I mean, I used to have it thick, like the word that was a 2-syllable word, kind of thick. And by the way, ignore the atrocious state of my nails. I'm in the process of removing all of them and also try not to rip them off my nails. So we're getting there. But I've always found this accent to be just so fun to do. It's just so fun. I feel like I'm spreading gossip every time I talk in it. Like, oh my God, did you hear what Stacy did? Anyways, I love y'all so much. Interesting, I find that every video I make where, you know, I'm like not in makeup, I'm in the same shirt. It's crazy, right? Oh, hi, I'm Juno. You're back for your pictures again. It's great to see you. So, I need you to look at the camera. Good job. Now, look at the camera. Good job. Look back. Look here at the camera. Now, could you look at that light right there? Just that little light. Good job. Look at that shark. Good. Look over there at the door. And look at the donut on my shirt. Good job. Now look at my nose. Just look straight ahead for me. Good job. Now could you look that way for me? Good job. And look the other way for me. Good job. Now look back here and smile. Thank you so much. You did such a good job. Bye-bye. I'll see you another time. Hi, I'm Juno, and I wanted to show you all my wigs that I have. Or my lace front ones, at least. So starting off, we have the very first wig I ever got. This one I had actually commissioned. She's a little bit of a mess. I don't wear it because if you look, the lace area is so very thin. Like, that is the width of my fingernail. And while I think that the woman who made my wig did a very good job, it's just not my personal favorite. And the inside is not lined, so a lot of the hair gets like inside the wig cap. But she used to look different. She used to be like curled and stuff, a little bit more wavy. And the bangs, which are now more like side parted, used to be curtain bangs, kind of like what I had going on before my hair got so grown out. But I crimped her, and I'm gonna try turning her into more like of a scene style wig with what I can. So that's that one. And I'm sure you all know this one. This one was my first like nice lace front wig, and for comparison, see just how much lace there is. That is like a good at least an inch. And the inside of the wig cap is lined. This one I have two sections, or I have sections in the back braided because I had brushed it out a lot and it had gotten kind of frizzy and a little bit unmanageable. But we all know this one, particularly from my first voice bouncing video that got really popular.
Because apparently people are not the biggest fan when I talk like this, but that's alright.
But this is one of my favorites. I love this one so much. I'm actually getting another wig from them soon. And now we have
the newest one in my collection. She is a little bit of a mess. I need to straighten her out. She just came in the other day. This is my first human hair wig, and I absolutely adore her. She is from Acid Hair on Etsy, who I love their works just because they're so colorful and fun. I do need to brush this one out a little bit. And in case you were wondering, this wig is from Drag Made It Up, also on Etsy. I cannot for the life of me remember who made my blonde wig, but the lady who owns the shop is wonderful. I'd asked her a lot of questions and she was so helpful with responding to them. That wig just doesn't happen to be for me. Lovely, lovely maker though. But I've had to go through like a little adjustment period with this one because I've never bought myself a really nice wig. Like, you know, that's a lot of lace. I've never bought myself a wig like that before, so I didn't really know how to get it on right. And oh god, all my nails are coming off and this one keeps hooking onto the hair. And so I had to go get like better wig caps and stuff. So if anyone has a tutorial on how to properly put on one of those like HD wig caps, especially when you're someone like me who has very straight hair, and also someone like me who has a grown out undercut, because I can't stand these little sideburns I've got going on right now. They're a problem when I put on wigs. But if anyone has tips for that, do let me know, tag me in the video or something to help me learn how to do that. But those are my wigs. I have a new one coming in soon that is in like an auburn red one, and I'm really excited about that. So I'll make another video updating y'all on that wig when I get it. Bye bye. Love you so much.
Hey, psst, I'm Juno, and I want to draw on your face. Yeah, so just sit down, just let me draw all over your face, all over your face, all over your face. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing. It's just gonna be like a drawing of your face on your face, or like, just go with it, just go with it. Yeah. So just stay right there. I'm gonna get your nose and then kind of like do some shading. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like a little area right there so you can see the dip. You know, like the little dip where there's sometimes shadow there. Okay, good. Now your eyes. I hope you don't mind. The eyelashes aren't gonna be like anything crazy. Yeah. Eyes are so fun to draw. They're my favorite part to draw. I draw a lot. But yeah. I draw myself a lot. I haven't drawn in a while though. Let's get some shading on your temples. And then I can get to your hair and stuff. Okay, so just stay there for a second, okay. Let's just add a little bit more there. You're a little bit more tired, so I'm gonna just do a little bit more on your under eyes. Okay, and then on the other eye. Okay. Oh, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm gonna like bedazzle you up just a little bit. Just adding a few stars and maybe a little heart, or yeah, let's do some more stars and hearts and stars and hearts and stars and hearts. Maybe a few little squiggles. And we're done. Bye bye. Thank you so much for letting me draw on you. Hi, I'm Juno, and I think that it's about time I do a video explaining more about my
Aggressive speech.
or, as I called it in the 2 videos that I made, my
Voice bouncing.
trigger, where I would go from
Aggressive speech.
to regular speech throughout the video. which those two videos got fairly popular. Not a lot of people liked the trigger, which is entirely fair. I get it. It is a really weird one, but it's there for the people who do enjoy it. So yeah. But I've gotten quite a few comments, concerns, and questions on this. The first main thing is, what is ingressive speech? In my best explanation, it is where you inhale instead of exhale when you talk. And maybe that's not the best explanation of it, but that is what it feels like to me when I do it. And I do not properly know how to explain like all the science or like the biological aspect behind how it works. This does not hurt my lungs. My lungs are fine. They're doing great. They're working great. But what this can harm is my vocal cords. And this goes for anyone who does aggressive speech, especially regularly. That can be very damaging to your vocal cords. But I did some research on this. If you are being careful when doing so, you don't really have to worry. It's kind of like certain types of like singing. You know, like the artist who will scream a lot in their songs, like screamo kind of music. That sort of thing can also be very straining on your vocals. With aggressive speech, I think it's a little bit different. They're a lot different. They're not the same thing, but that's the best comparison I could think of at the moment. Aggressive speech, for me, what I do is I rest my voice for a while, usually a few days at least, after I make a video using it. And I make sure to drink a lot of water whenever I'm going to do it, or at least after. Gotta stay hydrated, that's very important. And I have been doing this for 10 years, mainly as a sort of stimming behavior, but I have been doing this for years. And I learned my lesson when I lost my voice from doing it, so I do try and be very careful doing it now. It depends on the person, I guess, what they might think is like the best thing for them to do. I'm no doctor or anything, so perhaps I'm not really qualified to give you all the advice on that, but I would recommend vocal rest, drinking water, and not doing it all the time, because that is how I lost my voice. Also, maybe not screeching like a dinosaur with it. That is also specifically how I lost my voice. It really sucked. But aggressive speech is something I have been doing for so long. I have found the ways that are most comfortable to do it, because there were points when I was younger where I would do it and it would be very grating on my voice
compared to how I do it now.
Which, it almost feels like a different location when I do it. When I used to do it, it used to feel very, like, in the back of my throat. Like I could feel it scratching against my throat. And now when I do it, it feels more centered, as if, like, when I am normally talking. It does feel different, but that definitely marked me getting to a much better place where I could do it. For those who asked about me voice acting, I do not voice act. I have no plan to voice act, if only because aggressive speech, again, very straining on the voice. And I filmed one video where I did it for 20 minutes and it was something I will never do again. I did not do it for a while after that. Yeah, I had not the best idea of mine, but I think I was just very curious to see how people would react to the voice. And the only other voices I really know how to do are a very annoying, like, high-pitched, hyper-feminine voice, and a select few accents that include heavy Southern and vaguely British, but like in the way where you can tell it was a kid who watched too many British Minecraft YouTubers type of thing. So I don't think voice acting is in my future. I also don't really know how to get into it, but that's all I really have on aggressive speech. If you do it, please stay safe and do what's best for your health and for your vocals. I love you all so much, and bye-bye, have a good night. Juno, and like, I don't know, like, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Are you okay? You look a little sick. Like, are you okay? Do you need me to call like a doctor or somebody? Or if it would be better, I could like quickly just check over you. I mean, I've just got some stuff on hand, just a little bit of stuff, but like better than none. Cause I can't tell if you're like really tired or like if you need me to call like a doctor or something. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna check over you, cause even if you do say that you're fine, like you don't look good, and I'm worried, and I would rather not, someone be getting sick or anything. That would kind of suck. So call it a preventative measure. So like I've got, some little pen lights. So I'm gonna quickly check your eye dilation, because I mean, look, it's dark in here. My eyes are pretty dilated, but I mean, they contract as normal. So I'm just gonna check your eye dilation real quick, so just keep looking forward. I'm gonna shine it in like the corner of your eyes. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm gonna shine it from the top now. Okay. And the bottom. Okay, good. So that all looked normal, but I'm still gonna check again. So can you look up for me? Okay. And look down. Okay, and look to the side. Okay, and other side. Okay, so it seems like all of that's normal, which is good, I guess. Which is good, I guess. But like, I don't know, I'm still pretty worried, so I'm just gonna like make sure I've got this all right. Quickly check and see if there's, anything else I can do, if you're breathing weird or something. So like, I'm gonna listen to your heart for a moment. That all sounds good, but like, I'm gonna check your lungs. So just breathe in and out. Okay. Breathe in and out. Okay, one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so all of that sounded normal, but I mean, like, you don't look good. Like, did you eat something bad, maybe? Like, I mean, or maybe there's something with your ears. I know when my ears get all weird, like I get a bit of a pressure thing, and it hurts, and then it sucks, and I feel sick for like a while. So I'll just check your ears with this real quick. I hope you don't mind that the light in it doesn't work, so I'll be using the light in this one. So just let me look in your ear, just right there. Yeah, or, well, maybe I need to find a better way to do this. Let me try. Okay, and over here. Okay, I think that's about as good as I'm getting, because I don't really have a good way to do that. So we're just gonna have to trust that your ears are fine, and if they're not, then we're... Ooh, maybe I could test them this way. Let's see if you can hear things right. So I've got two things I can click. A light and a clicker. So I need you, I'm gonna like hide these from you, so don't peek, maybe close your eyes. But I need you to tell me which click that you hear. So remember, that's the light and that's the clicker, okay? So let's see. Which one did you hear? Okay. Which one? Okay, good. And which one was that? Okay. And that one? Okay. Okay. So, I mean, it seems like your hearing's fine, so, I don't know, maybe you do need to call a doctor. I don't think I'm qualified for anything else with this, but, good luck. Stay safe, please. I'd really hate it if anything happened to you. And bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Juno, and I'm so excited to say that we just hit 10K, and I'm just utterly delighted. So I decided that for this video I would give y'all 10 facts about me, and a lot of these are going to be kind of random or without context, and that's how they're supposed to be, so I hope you enjoy. Fact 1. I am very interested in taxidermy, and specifically ethical taxidermy, so particularly taxidermy from roadkill or in situations where the animal died naturally. I'm also a huge entomology nerd, and I think bugs are really neat, even though I am terrified of most of them. I have a younger sibling, and he is really cool. I helped to solve a murder. You will not get further context on this, partially because a lot of that is still ongoing. Added note, it did not involve me. I just happened to somehow end up in the solving part. I have never dated anyone, and in case you missed it on my account, I'm queer, and I specifically will only not date a cis straight man. I used to paint professionally and sold paintings for a good amount of money. I draw in my free time, and a lot of that art is like character art, usually of my own characters. This one's cringy. This one's cringy. I write a decent bit of fanfiction. I am cringe, but I am free, okay? It's my whimsy. I intend to put together a Moondrop from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach cosplay, and eventually I'll do one for Sun as well, but I am having a much more difficult time finding the pieces than I have been for Moon, which is very interesting for me. I thought Sun would have been way easier. Now, my music taste, I think I look like my music taste, like I think it's very obvious, but my favorite bands and singers are Poppy, I Don't Know How But They Found Me, Jasmine Bean, Marina, or Marina and the Dimes, but I think she just goes by Marina now, and Junie and the Hut Friends, who are a much smaller band, and oh my god, their music is so cool. Very odd, but I love it. Anyways, thank you all so much for 10K. I never thought that I would get anywhere near here, frankly, especially not as quickly as I have, and I am so incredibly thankful, mildly terrified, but incredibly thankful for your support for me and your patience with me and my absolutely atrocious posting schedule. Thank you so much. I love you all so dearly.